Next up at UFC Vegas 117, we have Malcolm Wellmaker taking on Juan Diaz. Malcolm Wellmaker 10-1 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5, coming off his first career loss, taking on Juan Diaz. 15-1 in his career,
Diaz, is it?
5-0 in his last 5.
Diaz. What is he?
Making his UFC debut. I knew Diaz was coming. Malcolm Wellmaker, we all know, very, very powerful striker. He's got great accuracy, great timing, does a really nice job managing that range, good jab, and he fires away. He's not overly aggressive, but he does fully commit to the counters when he throws. A little bit of grappling, couple takedowns in the mix, even better takedown defense. He is coming off that big upset loss to a short notice Ethan Ewing, who did a really good job just getting in Malcolm's face and backing him up. Taking on a Juan Diaz, like a tough, gritty striker who can work in.
Get in their faces, back them up.
I don't talk to strangers.
You do the whole move of like pinning your arm like on somebody's shoulder while you're talking to them against the wall, so they can't fucking. That's your go-to. Oh, going to the bathroom, and you put the hand block them on the wall.
I don't talk to strangers.
Let's share us. I heard they got good sundaes. Let's get 2 straws.
I don't eat ice cream.
Second camera, please, real quick, and just back up and say it again. If you don't mind. Switch cameras, please. Back the chair up about 3 feet and then say it again. Switch cameras, please, right now. Switch cameras, if you don't mind. Switch cameras, please. Scoot your chair back about 3 feet and then say, I don't eat it, and then say what you said.
I don't eat ice cream. Straight up, because I'm lactose. It gives me, if I mix ice cream into my diet, I'm gonna shit my fucking pants. That's why I don't.
What's gonna happen?
I'll shit my pants.
I have diarrhea. I have diarrhea.
I don't like ice cream. All right, bud. Sure, bud.
Okay. Anyway,
that build without ice cream is even more impressive.
What build? I'm a giant. I'm a big fucking dude. I'm not small.
Go switch cameras, move the chair back, and stand up, and let's see how tall you are. I'm interested to see this.
I'm gonna put well, how else would you do?
Nah, just go ahead. Just back it up. Let's see.
There's no gauge.
Switch cameras. That's where you brought the camera, Angelo. Let's see it.
There's no gauge.
Back to switch cameers, and we'll know. We know what a normal computer chair looks like.
Okay, it's not a normal chair.
He's real tall. Look at that. He fits in the camera. My God.
Look, this is 6 foot taller than.
Hit that thing a little bit. Pop it up a little bit. Pop that thing. Nah, come on. Throw something real at it. Throw real. Throw like a 3-2-3 or something.
Well, here's a 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. I broke it. All right, we gotta break.
You keep your hands at your chin like a bitch, dude.
You didn't keep yours at your chin. You ended up a bloody fucking mess and lost your fight to me.
Yeah, like a grown ass man.
Yeah, a lot of grown men would lose to me. Anyway, Juan Diaz. No, stop.
Yeah, you stop it too. Shut it down out there. Come on now, shut it down.
Say, no. Juan Diaz, gritty striker, works in takedowns, finds submissions. He's athletic. He's clean. He's durable. He's got that Latino fighting spirit. He likes to move forward. He likes to throw a nice jab. He does keep a pace as well. He does not take a step back. That's not something he's ever done. He's not going to knock you out with one punch. He's not going to do anything like that, but he will move forward. He will stay in your face, and he will shoot real double leg takedowns. And on the ground, very good submissions. He definitely starts hunting. What the fuck is he doing? Remember a few months ago, we broke down King Green versus Daniel Zellhuber? And I sat here saying, if you spend money on Daniel Zellhuber in this fight, you're an idiot, because we just watched King Green lose this exact same fight. We watched him lose that fight. And this feels somewhat similar. We just watched Malcolm Wellmaker lose a fight against somebody who was tough and gritty and got in his face. We just watched that happen. So now here we are. I can't really bet on Malcolm Wellmaker here. Now I'm going to pick him to win because we've seen incredible power. Juan Diaz is kind of stepping in a big giant step up in competition. We haven't seen him prove himself at this level. I don't know if his wrestling is going to be as good as Ethan's. Like, Ethan's wrestling is good because he sets it up with the striking. But Juan Diaz is a tough dude that's going to get in Malcolm's face. But we're going to find out if Malcolm learned from that loss. Like, okay, I need to lock in. I can't just knock everybody out in 2 seconds. Or if it's just more of the same and he's not who we thought he was going to be. I'm going to pick Malcolm here because I think he does have power. I think he does learn from that loss. But there's a 0% chance I bet on this fight at all. I can't. Ethan Ewing is good. We watched him win another fight after that. But Juan Diaz might be like the worst combination of tough striker with wrestling, and it could be a problem for Malcolm here. So I'm going to pick Malcolm. I'm not touching him at more than 2-1 favorite. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, people are definitely putting a little bit too much weight in that Ethan Ewing fight. Like, Juan Diaz is not Ethan Ewing. Malcolm actually looked pretty decent in that fight. Like, he had his own moments. He landed some good shots. Juan Diaz is a good fighter. Like, he's a he knows how to do pretty much everything, but he doesn't have a lot of pop to his shots. And it's shown in fights before he can be a little bit tentative. Even in that fight that he found that knockout, like, he's not a dangerous guy. I know he got the big elbow and stuff like that. If you land an elbow, you land an elbow, but typically he's not a very dangerous guy. But that was a typical, like, back and forth, whatever. And if you watch that fight specifically, as the fight goes on before the elbow, like, it was like a minute or two before the elbow, that guy cracks him with a couple, like, check hooks because Juan Diaz is very tactical, but then he starts getting a little bit more brawling. The hands drop a little bit on the entries, and he likes that kind of long step-in jab that is perfect for those, like, counter hooks and those check hooks that Malcolm Wellmaker throws like fucking missiles and stuff like that. And there was I saw like 2 or 3 where I'm like, oh, if that was Wellmaker's left hook, like, that kid's getting fucking put the fuck out. Like, he left himself so open, dropping that right hand to that fucking just power left that you can just throw in there, or those big steps. I mean, the power is crazy from Malcolm Wellmaker. And I think we learned more. I think we learned more good stuff than bad stuff about Malcolm Wellmaker. Yeah, he lost the fight, but he showed, okay, he can go 15 minutes. He's not a fucking pussy. He's not a fucking bitch. He realized there was adversity, and he kept moving forward. He kept trying to do things. He kept trying to land the shots. Like, how many times have we seen, like, these bravado prospects come in and knock everybody out, and then boom, they hit adversity, and they're like, oh, fuck, like, what the hell's going on here? He was still working through the fight. He was still trying to work himself back in the fight, landing big shots, and he showed that he's got it in his fucking chest, that even when adversity strikes, and he was eating some, I mean, he ate some shots. I don't know how the fuck, this guy's got a fucking great, I don't want to jinx it, but like a clean head kick and didn't even fucking phase him. So he's going to have the speed advantage. He's going to have the power. I imagine that was a nice little wake-up call for him, but I don't think he should be too overwhelmed with that one either. Like, Ethan's a very, very, we've learned now, is a very, very good fighter, and he held his own in that fight. He did enough that, you know, Juan Diaz isn't a crazy dangerous guy, even though people think he is. And I just don't think he's going to have the volume to be able to win. I think he's susceptible of getting knocked out. So I think it's a nice bounce back spot for Malcolm Wellmaker, especially because, you know, 15-1 guy, people probably think he's better than he is Juan Diaz. So if he smokes him, they're going to be like, oh shit, Wellmaker's fine. So.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Juan Diaz hasn't fought anybody UFC level yet, so we don't quite know how good he is or is not.
Before you bet on a Juan Diaz, watch that Contender Series fight. Watch specifically the amount of times he got caught with a hook. I'm telling you, if you watch that, you're going to be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I get it. I'm picking Wellmaker as well. Minus 220. I'm just a little, let me see a little more, because it's like, oh, okay, he knocked out fucking Chris Motino. Great. Who else did he knock out?
Yeah, but it's the Cameron Saman.
Yeah.
But it's like the way he's doing. It's not just like it's like
they're dead. Like they're out.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, and those are fucking like like that Chris Motino, like a little step in right hand was like fucking like a gunshot. It was like, holy shit, that was fast.
Yeah. No, and I agree with you. Listen, again, I'm picking Malcolm. I agree with you. He showed some dog in the loss to Ethan. He didn't give up on himself in that fight. And somebody commented here, Angelo, you don't get it. He put on 6 pounds of muscle for this fight. His issue in the last fight wasn't that he was weak. His issue was the counter hook wasn't working. And
remember, that was short notice for him too. Like, I know he was supposed to be on that card, but like the change of opponent, you don't really know. Like, he was like, I didn't know who the guy was. Like, I just kind of went in there and started fighting. There was no game plan. There was no, and he still did all right.
Yeah, listen, I get it, but that whole 6 pound thing's a little like adding muscle isn't always a good thing. What if he's a little slower now, and that hook's coming from it's not quite getting there with the same surprise speed that
He's got a fresh fade, too. He looks good with that fresh fade. Good looking kid, man.
Who, Malcolm or Juan Diaz?
Good. Both good looking kids, but Malcolm fucking, just great looking kid.
Jacob and I are on the same side of this fight, and we do have bets. So if you want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool, wewantpicks.com. Click become a member at the top. It is only $10 for an entire month's worth of access.